Friends, welcome to youtube.com oblique Dr. Vet channel. I am Dr. P.R. Patel, Professor Head Veterinary Medicine. In this presentation, we are going to discuss important bacterial disease, actinomycosis in cattle and buffaloes. In the last part, that is part 5, we are going to discuss differential diagnosis, treatment, and control of actinomycosis. Friends, we discuss here differential diagnosis of actinomycosis. Many times, the localized abscesses also occur at the jaw region and at the other region. But here, this mature abscess is fluctuating outside the bone. They are not inside the bone. So they are very nicely fluctuating. This is the one differential diagnosis. Or for the confirmation, clinician can aspirate the pus. The pus is without sulfur granules. Many times fungal infection, nocardiosis, portreomycosis, actinobacillosis also produce suppurative granulomatous lesions and characteristic lesions and laboratory isolation and identification of particular fungus or bacteria. The clinician can differentiate these conditions. Differential diagnosis, presence of foreign body. When the foreign body is lodged into the mouth, then also the cattle and buffaloes manifest a similar symptom. But that can be diagnosed by proper examination of the mouth and examination of the maxilla and mandible. Chronic peritonitis, any cutaneous or mammary disease also can be diagnosed by proper clinical examination and with the help of examination of the samples in the laboratory. Friends, we discuss here important aspect treatment of actinomycosis. It is observed that no satisfactory response to the treatment in chronic cases where there is extensive bone is affected. Response to treatment is very poor. Clinician can use iodine and sulfur therapy, but that can be helpful when the lesions or the disease is in the earlier stage. Clinician can reduce the early stage, but complete cure is difficult. Streptomycin injections on a long term can be used successfully in the early stage of the disease. Continue the treatment. Here, the surgical treatment is very important. Surgical drainage of pus from the abscess and application of Lugos iodine gauze in the sinus tract and a daily antiseptic dressing of this tract and the abscess can help to cure the disease. Sodium iodide is effective treatment. Sodium iodide in distilled water intravenously can also help. Isoniazids daily orally for a long duration also showed some success. Friends, remember, in advanced cases, the treatment response is very poor. Continue with the treatment aspect. Penicillin injections may be effective in less advanced cases. It is not effective in advanced cases. If this disease is attacked by combination of many treatment, streptomycin injection, sodium iodide injection, along with surgical drainage may provide good response, and there are chances of cure of actinomycosis. So it requires a very intensive and careful approach. New therapy, that is cryotherapy with liquid nitrogen, is found to be effective for rarefication of bone and treatment of abscess. It burns the necrotic tissue, granulous tissue, and may help in the recovery of cases. We discuss here control aspect of actinomycosis. We know that the disease is tedious, difficult to cure. It requires extensive treatment and too much labor. So better to prevent it. Isolation of the affected animal so that it will not transmit infection to the other healthy animal. And those isolated animals should be treated intensively with the described treatment. A combination of attack, surgical drainage, surgical dressing, streptomycin injection, sodium iodide injection may help to cure the cases. We already discussed. Safe disposal of contaminated material. All this contaminated material, dressing material, and other material must be disposed of properly. Disposal of chronic infected animals is also suggested because it is a very time consuming treatment. It requires laborers. So those animals which discharge the pus for a long time, they should be culled from the herd. Continuing the control aspect, provide separate arrangement of feed and water of infected animal and healthy animal because when the pus is discharging, the infected animal may infect food and water and other normal animal may get the infection. Disinfection of the infected premises. Wherever you doubt that this premise is infected, disinfection should be approached. Change in grazing management. Those animals which are infected should not be allowed to go for grazing because it will infect the pasture, and when the other animal graze the grass, they may get the infection. In the grazing, grass should not be very tough or hard so that it can injure the mucous membrane. We know that the organism Actinomyces bovis enter through the injury caused by hard grass, straws, rough grass. Friends, remember, vaccine is not available for actinomycosis. So we have to depend for control on such physical means. Friends, I have narrated here differential diagnosis, treatment aspect, very important. and control aspect of active mycosis in cattle and buffalo and other animals also. Requested to share this information to our veterinarians and to promote the channel and to uplift the channel for the progress of channel requested to subscribe and to observe the video so that channel can sustain. Thank you very much for observing this video.